Hi, I'm Tessa. When it comes to growth of companies, what I've seen a lot of times is that companies can grow quite quickly, or brands can grow quite quickly in the early stage of development of their life, where there's a gap in the market and where the people pushing them are pretty entrepreneurial. And then the market gets to a point of saturation, the gap closes, the people that have pushed the brand or pushed the company are not the same people that are going to take the company to its next level. Um, they simply don't have that kind of mindset, they're not interested. And the question becomes then, how do you replicate the success of those that have gone before to continue with a more planned and steady growth of a company? And I believe that the only way to really do that is to do that in a systematic and planned way. Um, and I learned this from when I moved from Colgate-Palmolive in Johannesburg, where we'd launched the Stay Soft Refill fabric softener, which had created a completely new opportunity in the market, and we doubled profits in a 2-year period. To moving to Paris, where I was business development manager for the Middle East across 3 or 4 different markets, 8 different categories. And it was a case of, where do I start? I didn't understand these markets. I didn't understand these brands or categories. And I had to really start from scratch. So what I did was I developed for myself a model, a framework, which kind of drew from all different models to try and make sense of something very, very complex. And so I did a diagnostic in each of the markets, and then I did a tailored balance scorecard where I said, where do we have branding strength? Where is there feasibility? Where do we have products in our arsenal that are going to bring incremental added value, new margin to this category and new life to this category? And what is feasible for us to do? And from there, I scorecarded all the opportunities, developed a priority list of them by category, and then was able to put launch plans together. So this portfolio went from, specifically Israel, went from, I think they'd grown 5% in the last 3 years. No, sorry, they had declined by 5% over the last 3 years. And within 2 years, we'd grown overall sales by 69% and doubled profits by launching incremental margin, high value, 22 new products that I identified in terms of innovations that had been launched around the world. And by identifying those and saying what had worked in other countries, how do we replicate that success? How do we blueprint and replicate success over and over again? There's no point in reinventing the wheel when it's already been done somewhere well. So I would take an advert from, or a piece of creative from one market, a demo from another market, put it together. It's like sacrilegious, but it worked. And it was, how do we do this without spending and wasting money? But really, every single company, no matter how big they are, they've got a finite budget. And it's really a case of, the key is the focus behind what are the priorities that are going to return the most to the least on the investment of time and money that you make. And then I would work in the markets with our distributors and develop very, very clear launch plans by product, by category, by brand, so that they would pretty much wake up and it's Tuesday, what should I be doing? And the budget was allocated to everything. And this is a model that I have now refined and developed and used for a number of other companies along the way. And for example, when I've worked with Sanitarium Health Foods, and even it works for SMEs as well, they've managed to really grow in double digits, between 20 and 40% from using this program, as opposed to just trying to do everything and then doing nothing well. It's how do you do and get the first priority done, that you want to grow aggressively, then selectively, then keep robust, and you work through that very, very systematically. Everything lands up getting done, but it's the focus and the priority. And I teach this capability to people now, and it's really taking strategy and demystifying it and making it very, very simple. So, it's Monday, what should I be doing? And this can be then written down, obviously, but replicated year after year after year, this planning system that I developed. And it's a full-on overall view, from diagnostic and diagnosing the problems in the market, the opportunities, overlapping customer needs, competitor gaps, finding those gaps, prioritizing those gaps, developing a positioning or a brand positioning, repositioning the brand where necessary to revitalize it, and then developing the exact sales and marketing plans by product and category.